Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Dastardly Gentleman. OG Ryan here, bringing you some more Divinity Original Sin 2.
You keep saying that.
So I actually did figure out what we were supposed to do from the last time we were playing. I spent, God, what was it? Probably close to an hour
Hope you find something useful.
running around with my finger up my butt, trying to figure out what to do on the ship.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Basically, you have to interact with Bishop Alexander once.
Vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Oh, shut up with the chatter. You have to interact with him once to get her to yell at you, and then you have to interact with him again to pick up the strange gem that's on him. And that's what you need to get through the door.
Vessel, Lady Vengeance.
So that took me ages to figure out. So now we should actually be able to get through this door.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes. And yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome to the stateroom.
And just like that, there we go. Thank you, Google.
Just one more moment, please.
Nope.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout?
Probably.
That infernal Dallas woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in healing, crafting, and more arcane practices. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel mistress, I'm sad to report.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do.
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
She had an enchanted dead cat over there, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur.
A likely story.
Trust me. Convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. Took it? No, no. I made it. Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them. As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. Significant, perhaps, don't you think? Indeed. Perhaps you should look about. There might be something of the sort that you could use to that effect. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break before she bends. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance.
Gladly. Alright. Tarkin told us that Dallas may have used an ancient lizard technique of using songs. We already know that, to control the ship. Now we just have to see if we can find the actual song. Somewhere. Teleporter pyramid? Glowing runes mark this pyramid as an item far out of the ordinary. Using it will teleport the wielder to a location of a near-identical pyramid. Okay.
This looks like a teleporter pyramid. It could certainly come in handy.
You've just received a teleporter pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other. Open your inventory and use the teleporter pyramid to teleport to its partner. Question is, where is its partner? That I don't know. Anything in the dusty tome? This book is written in what appears to be an ancient dialect of the lizards. Its contents can be understood by few, but it might be possible to recite it phonetically.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
Well, good thing we have a lizard that can help us with that, huh? Ooh, medium healing potion. Okay. New recipes. It's always good to read these things. Ooh, empty bottle. Oh, we already know about the fly agaric. Smashing blouse. Kitty. Wait, no, click on Kitty.
I'm a monster.
Oh, poor Kitty.
I click and clack as I stalk my prey. My tail rattles like a snake's. I suffer. Don't touch me. My very being is a curse. Was Tarquin that wretch, that rat? I ate an ill mouse and passed in my sleep, and the brooding boar brought me back on a log. Me miserable.
I don't want to kill the kitty, but it doesn't seem like it's having a great time.
No, 'tis ignoble to wish for death, but ask it from another's hand.
Okay, well, at least that's good. I doubt I can break into this, but let's give it a try. Nope.
What's this? I found something.
Ooh, a thingy. What did we find? Aha! No? Not heavy enough? I figured that chair would have been heavy enough. Do you have anything else that weighs a lot in this room? I bet these globes. Oh, not the candles. The globe, can I not pick that up? I can. Oh, not enough strength, so those are pretty heavy. I can't move them, can I? Yeah, okay. Well... I really can't check the chair on top of it. It's pressing the button. It's just, yeah, it's just not going to weigh enough, I guess. Okay. Let's go get ourselves some party members, I guess. Specifically, probably Red Prince.
Are you ready to join forces? Off we go, then.
You're with me, buddy. Let's go. Take all the stuff.
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
For security reasons.
Oh, come on. Just open the door. Okay. Let's see. Where's that book? If I give it to him, have Red Prince read it, can he decipher it? No? Didn't do anything? Okay.
Yes,
What if I talk to him?
Means let us partake in the art of conversation.
Nope. Nothing interesting to say. Alright, let's go back to the figurehead and see if we can get this ship moving.
Blessings to our...
The figurehead looms ahead, continuing its silent watch over the seas. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
That's pretty rad.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master? Perhaps lizard blood does not truly run cold then. Thank you. But I cannot be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready. Ask. I am here to serve in all ways. Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me, and they tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
Magisters kind of suck. Not gonna lie.
The creaking of the ship eases into a contemplative silence.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree in a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches. Of course, wherever there is sea, I will endeavor to bring you. Consult with your companions and set a course.
The ship's awake. Good.
Can you not sneak up on me, Melody, please?
Is she ready to sail?
I mean, unless you're gonna bite me again. That was pretty hot.
A slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
To driftwood, then.
Dangerous waters lie ahead. Be sure you've chosen keen travel companions, for this may be your last chance to change your party.
If you must.
Well, in that case, let's actually get a party together. Alright, where are our boys? Ifan, there's one.
I was just getting used to this seafaring life. You know, we could... from the look in your eye, I gather it's time to grab my things and get back to work. Ready? We'd probably get tired of this view soon enough anyway.
And Fane. Where's Fane at? I think he's down here. Fane!
Is this level of uncertainty common amongst your kind? You want me to walk with you? I'm almost certain this is known as flirting. I have read about it quite extensively. Why, that would be excellent! I have been curious about this for some time. The social interactions, the expectations, the mechanics. Come now, let's begin immediately. I shall compile my notes afterwards.
Fane grabs your hand and enthusiastically pulls you behind the screen.
Lol, we made out with Fane.
Well, that was most unusual.
You wanted it, boy.
I had read all the leading authorities on it, but I didn't think. It's just that thing you did with your tongue. It was quite unexpected.
Wow.
My goodness. It was certainly an experience, but I must admit I was expecting something more. Not from you. Certainly not from you. It's just that well, I felt nothing.
Probably because you're a skeleton.
Neither the warmth of your touch nor the fire of your passion. I may as well have been churning butter. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, you were perfectly adequate. Sublime test conditions, really. It's just, well, all these books promised a transcendental experience. Instead, it was merely biological. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. You can hear him muttering something about highly unorthodox, lack of sensation, and coccyx. You ponder his words as you pick up the last of your belongings. You're almost sure that's what he said.
A team? What an interesting prospect. You certainly seemed capable in Fort Joy, and a companion on Reaper's Coast could be quite educational. Very well. I am open to this. I believe you normally spit on your palms to seal agreements, but I seem to lack the fluid.
That's okay.
To touch you.
Oh, gross.
I hope a hearty verbal agreement will suffice. Very well. Let's be off.
Why you gotta go there, Fane? Jeez. Alright, we have our A-team. Let's get out of here. Finally actually go somewhere that's not this boat.
Well, what have we
A slow
to driftwood then? It moves forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
Oh, jeez.
I respect your methods.
We in it. We in it now.
You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But you have no idea what you're really dealing with.
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You, act!
Yes, mistress.
That's bad.
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, Godwoken.
Godwoken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress. You fight with such fire. Let's make it manifest.
Ooh, what does that do? Fiery malediction, a magical bomb. After 2 turns, blows up. Okay, that's probably not good. Let's get Faye into some high ground, shall we? Oh my god. Okay, they have a lot of health. Like, a lot of health. That's not good.
Get over here and stop these idiots before we...
That burning. It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
That doesn't sound good. Right into the explosive barrel. Good job, Gareth. Not sure if that was the smartest idea, but... Unfortunately, you've completely blocked the way here with all this fire. Thanks for that.
sorcery must be silenced!
Hold them off. I need more time.
You will not take me again, Dallas.
Hey, alright. Not sure what that did, but cool. Boon of Vengeance. Nice.
Here and stop these idiots before we all die.
Yeah, I'd love to. Fun movie's got attack of opportunity on me. Fantastic. Whew. Good job. Thank you for dodging.
If these rats kill me, we're all done for.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Bring her to her knees. Do it!
Don't stop. It's working.
Good to know.
A gift. May you die in a great, beautiful blaze.
If these rats kill me, we're all done for.
I wonder if that debuff counts as burning. Somehow I doubt that it does. I doubt we'd be that fortunate. Really? No attack of opportunity from Red Prince?
That burning. It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
I need more time. Stop her! Almost there. A little longer. If these rats kill me, we're all done for.
And unfortunately, I can't heal her because she has decay.
I need more time. Stop her! Damn, I'm good.
With the help of the half-demon malady, the God-Woken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
Awesome. Good thing she ended that fight. I didn't know how long that one could have possibly dragged out.
You grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them. A faint creaking sounds in the distance.
Is that a tree? What's hanging from it?
Gods, apparently.
Must be a way across. Duna, the gods, are they dead? How can this be?
No, they've still got HP. They're cool. Perhaps if I were to bless them, it would ease their suffering. Okay, I could do that.
As the cursed tendrils fade, color returns to Duna's face. He shakes his head and casts his gaze about him.
My brothers, my sisters, it is profane, inglorious, perfect. My chosen, now is our chance. Yes, we squalled like children until the bogeyman came for us in the night. But here you are, the light that scatters the shadows. My chosen, my God-woken, our hope. I had a vision while I hung from this tree, halfway between this realm and oblivion. In this vision, I saw Rivellon as a nothingness. All life was gone, all ground. It was as though nothing had been there at all. Our great people were reduced to absence.
His pupils dilate. He stares beyond you for a moment, then blinks and comes to himself again.
The void. It is not just coming. It has arrived. It delivered this vision to me. A threat. A promise. You must stop it.
I can do that.
You must begin within. You have unlocked but a fraction of the tremendous power within you. You cannot stop until you've reached the apex of your powers. You cannot stop until you become divine. Only as divine can you defeat the void. Only as divine can you deliver us from evil. Only as divine can you save Dwarvenkind and all Rivellon from the coming darkness.
He opens his mouth to speak, but nothing comes out. His eyes grow large. The irises shrink to tiny slivers as his pupils expand.
Shh. I see the void even now. It stalks me from the shadows. It won't rest until... No, it's here. It cannot find us. It cannot go.
White-hot cold pierces your heart like a blade. You are frozen to the spot. The burning cold pumps through you like a curse, and then...
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defiled, strung up as a warning.
The gods are dead. Long live the God-woken. If the Seven should indeed come to nothing, I'll be ready to take their place.
Well, aren't we full of ourselves?
The void has been pushed back before by the power of mortals. The gods couldn't handle it. But maybe we can.
I had dreams of what I should say if I saw the Seven Lords once more. But that was a nightmare.
Okay. And we all leveled up. Cool. What do I want? Some of these skills seem friggin' terrible. This will take Comeback Kid, just in case I get killed. Seems like one that pretty much everybody should have. I mean, it's not great by any means, but it's alright. All right. Now I'll keep the wands on him. Okay, Malady, where are you at? Or where are we? To be more accurate.
To see Magisters on the horizon. If this thing is capable of moving, then we should get going now.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree.
Everybody hidden away somewhere, safe from the storm, I hope.
Not a soul down here. Just stillness.
Never thought I'd be grateful to be hauled up below decks, especially on a ship like this one.
I can't hear this ship's voice. It should sound like a song. Maybe a cry. There's got to be a way to speak to her.
It was you, wasn't it? You who woke the ship.
Where did our other guy go? Where did he run off to?
What's this? I found something.
What did you find? Is it just the button again? I don't think you found anything. I think you're making it up.
For security.
Yep, still won't open.
Sabile's spirit watches your approach like a spectator on a beach watches the waves roll in with a soothing inevitability.
Alright, so it looks like Beast and Sabile are dead.
I've spotted something.
That's a thing that just happened. Ooh, stuff. Oh, there's Melody.
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. There's no time. I can't hold us here. Brace yourself. This might hurt a lot.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Now that's how you make an entrance. These loading screens, man.
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight stings your eyes. As your eyes adjust, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine prickles your skin.
One moment, please. Just a moment.
Melody explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck. It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Well, that was disgusting.
Better. Let's not do that again anytime soon, hmm? Well, we needed to escape, didn't we? So I took us the one place I was quite certain Dallas couldn't follow. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those visions you'd had before. Realm of the dead, realm of divinity. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip. Desperate how? I see. So, your god seemed uncharacteristically frightened, told you the void was coming, and that only you could ascend to divinity, after which you felt a cold deep within you.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine? Oh, what confidence you inspire. Luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit. I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister.
Okay. I thought that's what we were doing in the first place.
She's got one of those things in Driftwood. You know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it? A home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you. Shopping. Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun? Before you go, if I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me, but I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
Hmm? Oh, you catch me during a meditative moment. Gods, voids, a perilous journey through the Hall of Echoes. One wonders whether one is awake or dreaming. In that case, it's high time we return to the order of the day, which in my case is still the domain of dreams, of course.
Right, sure, whatever.
Ramos the Wanderer told me to meet him in Driftwood. So, to Driftwood we must go. I can only hope it will be a town of opulence and plenitude, despite its rather discouraging name.
I'm sure it won't be. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Alexander is gone, but I don't think we've seen the last of him. You got that right. More importantly, no corpse, no contract. But more than the contract, I've got questions about what really happened during the war. And I'm not going to let him die until he answers them.
He raises one hand to shield the sun from his eyes and scans the horizon intently.
As far as tracking him down is concerned, right now we're headed for Driftwood. And last I heard, my old pack were camped out near there. If anyone will know who put the contract on Godwoken, it'll be Roost.
It's rather impressive that a place named Reaper's Coast is even less cheerful than it sounds. Then again, I suppose desolate, boring, and covered in fish heads coast doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
I don't know, you could probably make it work.
Still, here we are. I trust I needn't remind you about our agreement. Good. It is of the utmost importance that I reach the Black Pits and access the dig site there. Once that is understood, I am quite content. Lead on, oh adequate one.
Yay, I'm adequate.
I've plenty of fighters for hire. Oh.
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian's love there could be no wrong. Only as often as I need his guidance, Godwoken. When I invoke Lucian's words, I invoke his deeds too. He stood for the defenseless when the Black Ring rose up. For all of us. For my mother, my father.
Gareth's nostalgia lasts for just a moment longer. He composes himself, clears his throat, and waits for your next question.
Paradise awaits, my friend. Not an actual paradise, of course. I don't think there's such a place in all of Rivellon. Paradise Downs. My parents still sow the soil there. And if the Order hadn't called me to its ranks, I'd still call their farm my home. I miss it. I miss them. They've been forever understanding of my duty. But I admit, I've been neglectful. I have some wrongs to right. I expect Malady has an answer to that. It seems she's got it all in hand.
No one's ever regretted having extra help in a fight. I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, there's Tarquin.
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you. Why, it was your ally, Malady, who spared me. She claimed that I might be of some use yet. Rather flattering to enjoy the favor of such a powerful being.
What you got? Let me just double check that I don't need any of this loot. Yeah, some of these are way better, at least armor-wise. I really do like my gloves of teleportation. I don't think I want to get rid of them just yet. OG's got plenty of armor right now anyways. We'll just leave him be. Okay, let me see what these teleporter pyramids do, because I want to know.
The destination pyramid doesn't answer the call. There's something blocking it.
Does it teleport to the blue one then?
The destination pyramid doesn't answer the call. There's something blocking it. The destination pyramid doesn't answer the call. There's something blocking it.
Well, I don't know then. Wait, do I really have no rings on? One of these is cursed. I thought we had this one on Fane. Because you used to be able to heal. Why does he not have that one on now? Whatever, I don't know.
You must be one of those uniquely gifted sorcerers I keep...
He extends.
I am Tarquin. Consider me at your service. You honor me with your repeated presence. Something on your mind?
Keep a purging wand, of course. Keep the tracks of the tyrant. Okay. I think that's good. Now, what does he have that I want? We need some of these one-handers desperately. Yeah, both of those are great, to be honest. I don't need any of those skills. Resurrection scrolls, though. Might as well take all of them. I think that Shadow's Eye is going to hang out with Ifan for quite a while. That thing is just amazing. Get rid of both of those, I think. How did I miss that sword? That thing's nice. Oh well. I'd like to give him a staff, but I hate using poison damage. If I go up against undead, I'm going to be screwed. Let me take... That's actually not bad. Ugh. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Okay. Clean this up a little bit.
You honor me with your repeated presence.
Can I not actually sell those soul jars? I can't. Well, in that case, just get rid of them. So they're not doing anything for me. You know what?
The jar stands before you.
Just leave it alone. There. Those are worthless as well.
You honor me with your repeated presence. Something on your mind?
I still haven't figured out how to use the runes because I'm too lazy to look into it. Right, weapons. What are we looking at? Give that to OG. Let's give the Smasher to Red Prince. That looks good.
You must be one of the... He extends his hand to you. It's clad in a curious-looking metal gauntlet, the likes of which you haven't seen before.
Alright, now do we want any of the armor that he has? Let's see Fane. What can Fane use that gives some good physical armor? Those are pretty decent. And you can actually use them. How about some boots? You need some better boots, son. But the +2 initiative isn't a bad idea. How about some gloves? You definitely need better gloves. Those will do. Now for Fan. It's better. Ooh. Wait a sec, he can use that? Okay. Let me check that just to be sure.
I am Tark.
It doesn't seem right that Fane has 12 strength. He does. From gear, actually. It's giving him the 2 strengths. Oh, Alexander's cloak. Nice.
You honor me
In
with
that
your
case...
presence. Something on your mind?
Yeah, give me that plate helmet. Pass on chest piece for now because we want him to have that one that he's using. Ooh, nice. Okay. $103, $123, that's a bit of an upgrade. And he's still at 85.93. It's not great, but it'll do.
You honor me with your repeated presence. Something on your mind?
Okay, cool. It does wonders for our gear. Let me reorder this a little bit. And I really don't have many healing potions, do I? 2, 3, 2, a couple mediums. No, I didn't want you to eat it. What are you doing? What does that do? Healing elixir. Alright. Sweet. We have some healing potions now. Oh wait, no, don't give any to Fane. That would be a really bad idea. Okay, let's get off the ship. I guess we'll follow Tarquin. Poisoned fish. Those are for Fane. You can eat those with no consequences.
A winged stone figure reaches to the heavens, a majestic sight among the leaves and branches. You no longer look without, but within. You understand where your path must take you.
Yay, fast travel. Alright, so that's the Lady Vengeance. Driftwood is there, Meister's house is there. Black Pit's Gareth's family farm. A shark? For real?
A dying shark lies gasping on the sand, bleeding from the mouth and gills. It turns its dark and soulless eyes to you. Its bloody gills open in search of water, but find only air. It gasps in the air, struggling for the breath to speak. Its own blood froths at its mouth.
No! Die here! Monsters in the water! Monsters in the deep!
It looks at you with its cold, flat eyes as if to say, do what you will. Then it turns away and gets back to drowning in the bloody sunshine.
Fan, where you at? There you are. Bye-bye, Sharky. Ugh, this place is kind of gross. It's just poison everywhere. What do we got going on here?
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Oh!
Bones itch.
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh! Ma! Are you alright? Huh? Oh, please! You have to help her. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too, and then the bugs came, those void things. They killed everyone. And my mom got them to chase her, and she went across the bridge, and then she raised the bridge and she told me to run, and now she's stuck over there with them. Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will?
Ah, no.
Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? Yeah. You'll make one, and I'll...
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river. Again, it lands in the water below, well before reaching the other side of the cliffs.
I'll keep distracting him. No way. Ma didn't leave me. I'm not leaving her.
Kid, you're gonna get killed out here.
He a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma. Come on.
Well, this looks like a fight.
A majestic caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. What happened here?
Ooh, unidentified staff? Okay.
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft. Her fierce stance can't hide the trembling of her fingers.
Back! Get back! I'll kill you, just like the rest of them!
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone? Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves, dead. And the sorcerers, gone.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not cold, yet her shivering is relentless.
I don't know. Old Duna's beard. Lohar, my boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember. Her helping sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but no, I don't know.
She looks up at you through tear-stained eyes, but you can see her resolve hardening as she remembers who she is and what she stands for.
Maybe. Oh, Seven Sympathy. I saw those things dragging the sorcerers along the cliffs towards the Wreckers' caves. No more. It's gone.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you.
I wouldn't call that a stumble, but okay. That was more of a dwarven sprint. Ooh, physical armor potion, okay. Let's check out this staff. Poison, of course. It is really good, though. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I'll keep the wands just in case, but... There's a source puddle right there. Ifan, you go get that. What is that? I didn't see anything. Didn't see a thing. Nope. All right, well. Can't just do nothing. see. There's another way up over here as well. Oh, well, it just took her and left. Okay. But now we have a ton of voidlings to deal with. And they're all 3 levels higher than I am? Well, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of here. We are not doing that. Who are you and what do you want?
A scruffy kid bounds up and stands before you, hands on hips. He stares at your face, doubt screwing up his features.
You Ben Mez? Yep, that's just what he said you'd say, Ifan. Righto, got a message for you. Chap called Baron Laveri wants to see you. Black Bull Tavern, 1st floor.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off, whistling an off-key tune.
All right, then. Chickens.
Did you hear? The eggs are gone. Gone for good. No one to keep them warm. No.
I don't care.
Of course I'm right.
Uh-oh, Magisters.
I won't steer you wrong.
At least they're only level 9. There are at least 4 of them, though. Well, let's be careful here, then.
Running off, like Barmby and Sandwich?
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong.
So that does, or are they just not aggressive then?
Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some Voidvoken's gross gullet, piece by piece.
The older-looking Magister notices your presence and does a double-take. He squints and peers at you closely before shaking his head.
Cool, Aldous. He's a spitting image of that sorcerer fellow, ain't he?
Thought you were someone else for a second there, lad. Someone with no business in Driftwood. But enough of all that. What word do you bring? No word of battle? No word of our Magister brothers and sisters? What can you tell us from the road?
Both Magisters note your dead tone and eye you with fleeting curiosity, yet their attention is clearly distracted.
There were at least half a dozen Magisters out there, Aldous. They can't all have...
Shush, Fedor. You, Mr. Lookalike. If you think of anything you forgot to tell us, visit Raymond at the docks. On, in with you.
Alright, doesn't look like they're going to start any trouble.
Running off, like Barmby and Sandwich. Yeah. Guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid.
Come on.
I won't steer you wrong.
Oh, he's too far away. That's right. There we go. All right. Here we are in Driftwood.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern.
How did that end up for you?
Broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab something to drink. I'm going to open up the friggin' window. It is way too warm in here, so give me just a minute. I will be back shortly. That's better. Okay. So, what are we doing here? Right, Beast and Sibyl are dead. Sucks to be them. Right, all those are done. Lady of War is done. Just get those out of the way. Alright, Powerful Awakening. Now they just told us to find Siva, the Meister of the Seekers. Seniority among Driftwood's garrison. Okay, well, I suppose first things first, we should probably seek out the Meister.
You can't go in there, mister. The Meister isn't home and the Magister's locked her house up for her. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess. A big one.
Rude.
She's outside the gates. I can't go outside the gates. It's very dangerous. Hey, you want to know a secret? When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns, and skips away.
Okay. So the Meister is not home. I guess we won't be paying her a visit.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain with malice and injustice by foul sorcerers, as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarven kingdom, the Divine Order of Lucian is now led by his son's most trusted intimate and advisor, Dallis, Hammer of the Divine, Saviour of the sorcerers, and new deliverer of the peoples of Rivellon. The Hammer shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. Hail to the Hammer, 7 times blessed.
Dallis leads the order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
Yeah, that's not good.
The dead don't care. It's the living who should be fearful.
I'm watching you, stranger. Of course, sir. Right.
What's this? Damn it, Barwell, you're supposed to be stopping intruders. There's still a fugitive on the loose.
It's Belworth, sir. And the fugitive's description doesn't match.
I don't care. Keep on alert until this fiend's head is on a spike. I don't want to end up like the others. Now, you... What do you want, dwarf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Good to hear someone cares about our missing uniforms. If we don't find the culprit soon, I fear we'll lose another good recruit. Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my magisters have gone missing of late from right here in Driftwood. All signs are that Higba is responsible. Hardly. By all accounts, he seemed like just another money-grubbing nobody. He must have caught my magisters unawares. It's the only explanation. No matter, he'll face justice either way. If you catch sight of that dog, tell me or my men at once. Understand? There might even be a reward in it for you.
I don't know, he seems like somebody I'd want to hang out with. Especially if he's taking out magisters.
Magisters dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
Right? Exactly. That's what I just said.
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
She looks up at you in surprise. Her great greenish-gold eyes sparkle, and she rubs a palm over her smooth head, seemingly confused.
You'd help me.
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just... You're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. It could be anywhere. I'm a servant to Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
Might as well just give her the gold. It's only 250.
Gods, you're so terribly kind. But I couldn't accept such lavish charity. It's so unbecoming. I don't know what to say. Your kindness is overwhelming.
She accepts the coins, letting her hand linger over yours for the briefest of moments.
You don't know what this means to me. I'll send word to Magister Raymond right away. He should send for me soon enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us? Wonderful. Come, sit. Oh, it's lovely to meet new people on the road. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arx like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. Oh, but you must visit the cathedral, please do. The more pilgrims pray for his return, the sooner Lucian will walk among us once more, just like the prophecy says. So come, let us break bread and strengthen ourselves for the journey. We have a sacred duty ahead of us in the holy city of Arx.
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her husband Nicholas. After the meal, you express your thanks and take your leave.
Yay.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Lucian's Day is coming up, and there'll be no steak on the table.
Good day, brother. Interested in Driftwood's finest catch?
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours, and, in one case, 3 heads.
No, thank you.
Have it your way, mate.
You eating any of your own fish?
You kidding? I don't eat what I sell. I usually buy...
Ifan Ben Mesd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
I've got me a sweet deal. That's all you need to know.
Who could forget? Best night's business the healer had in months. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
She considers your offer.
How much? So much? You have to be hiding something, and I'm sure Dallas will be well able to find out what that something is. Now, come on. Back into a cage. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd. So little. You can sit and think about your stinginess at leisure. Oh, that's it.
All right, then. Who else is in this? Silent Watcher, Magister Bella, Silent Watcher. Okay.
Yield to none.
Well, this didn't work out so well. That's Fan dead. Oh, nope. I think they shot the statue. That's fine with me. Ooh, marked. Okay. It's not terribly important. These guys are suddenly hitting very, very hard. Well, that's not good. Is there any high ground that I can get to? Nope. Grand. This isn't going well. Fane, I think you can just continue to hang out there and heal. Ah, he's too far away. So is a fan.
Fading.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this, guys. Was our last autosave at? I guess right when we walked into town. Yep.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
Oh, we dwarves had a king.
I don't care.
You can't go in there, miss. They were, she's my, but then I'm not allowed.
She look.
When the fucking.
She gives you a.
Okay, that's done. That's the one that's going to cause us trouble, I think.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
I'd hate to do it, but we might want to have a fan just sort of like hang out if he's going to cause us trouble.
War's a brewing, my friend, and we special prices. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's actually a really good one for a fan. $625 for it. It's a bit expensive, but it's a good skill. And I'm gonna get battering ram for Red Prince. Give him some more mobility.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of the
Okay.
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
I'm all right, as long as I don't
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
never forget.
Cool. That's super handy. Reorder some of this a little bit.
You kidding? I don't eat what I sell. I usually buy from Ovis over there.
Ovis? How can you afford his stuff?
I got me a sweet deal. That's all you need to know.
Sweet. That'll actually be really good for him.
Can't blame him. There's no safety in solitude. Well, keep steady.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Be by soon enough.
You're lucky to stand in a town protected by Magister Raymond's wisdom. Without him, the Voidwoken would have turned this slum into a charnel house. He will be missed when he sails. Damn it! Magister Raymond wanted word in the caravan, but I had hoped the news would not be so grim. Report this to the Magister at the docks at once.
It gets harder and harder to see the bright side. Driftwood ain't safe, and it ain't pleasant. I try to taste the sweet, but all I'm fed is bitter.
If prices keep going like this, we'll be starving by the end of the month.
Go away, dwarf.
Wow.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't
My word, but you do look exhausted. I bet you could use a touch of magic. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Along with the rest of this town.
Ooh, nice wand. Expensive wand.
We've got to take what we can get.
Almost $8 grand for that thing? Jeez.
And you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Much business today?
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them. There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. They'll be by soon enough.
Dazzling Bolt, that'd be a good one for Fane. I'm just like blowing through all of my money here, but whatever.
Yep.
Fane, have a new thingy. There you go. No, no, wait. I want that back. Where was that?
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that thing in my mind.
Restoration. Jeez, he's got a lot of skills.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Okay, let me reorder some of this. So I actually have attacks next to attacks and buffs next to buffs. Damn it. No. Okay, blinding radiance there. Buffs and heals. Rain is just sort of miscellaneous. Okay. That looks good enough.
You made it back, safe and sound.
Except we want this. Over there.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Okay. Just trying to double check that I have everything in a hotbar. Okay, looks good. Micromanagement. I guess potions.
With anything more?
Yeah, and some skills. Nope, I've spent enough on skills at this point. Jesus, everything in this game is so expensive. Okay.
Until later, then.
Let's just move on.
I've got years of fishing experience behind me, and I'm reduced to begging to gut and clean what catchers make it back.
You don't say.
That's it. The barrels and the chests on the double. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs into it. I'll not lose another day to the tide. The Lord Dread awaits. Its sails billow with Dallas's breath. I'll...
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
You do not get to make that decision. That decision is mine. A good day? Let's talk about a good day. Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods? We do cruel things unto others and unto ourselves because we must.
You are a sick, sick man.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss. Oh, no, 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 no. That won't do at all. Innocence is a mask that doesn't fit. I'm very good at what I do, see? I don't even need a sauce hound yapping by my side. There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth. That is to say, sauce. Best convince me I was mistaken.
I don't think we're gonna get out of this one. Well, we actually did.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelled on you, not the magic that dare not speak its name. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt, the very definition of your order's existence. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters, but they do. I'm quite capable, but as you can see, I'm also preparing to set sail. And who will deal with them when I'm gone? Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? What are you? A mule? A beast of burden? But some defy that role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune.
Seriously, everybody in this game is so friggin' racist.
I'm a rat catcher. course. I must depart post-haste, but Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask, and he will answer.
Stay behind? But I've my orders. Same as you.
Dallas. Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up?
For a few moments, his hand hangs motionless in the air, then is withdrawn with a swift and determined finality.
Hard feelings it is. I'll remember. The time has come, my stitched-lipped lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes, none the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
You! The supposed source hunter. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it.
Oh, cry about it. I've half a mind to just kill that guy. He's a Magister after all.
Hello, mister.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
You be careful. My daddy's a magister.
No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. That's right.
I think he's an idiot. And when he gets back, I'm going to tell him so.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Joe's a good swimmer.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Latest news! Fresh from the War Owl! Hear all about it! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit the ancient empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat them to death, Frog.
That's pretty jacked up.
Seven save us. Stabbed in the back he was by them vile, low-born, treacherous seekers. Kill them all, I say. Do them like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ha! Scourge, more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow like. You ask me, I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Begging your pardon, of course.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Magister's dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
You there.
All right, this lady.
Where is it?
We can just blow through this.
She looks tears.
I know. The pouch. I'm a servant.
She tells.
I never do. I don't know.
She
you do. Thank you.
There we go. Might as well swing into here.
I'm watching you, stranger.
The Magister startles.
What do you want, dwarf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. Good, yes. A vile little tinkerer goes by the name of the Fiend's Greed. Hardly. No matter. Well, stop wasting.
Okay. Missing Magisters, not that we care. So this is the Black Bowl. This is the area that we needed to get a fan to. So let's do that. If I can remember where we left him. He's over here.
Right
you don't have to witness this sodden elf.
Keep your eyes peeled, will you? Ramos the Wanderer.
Oh, it looks like we also have a Red Princess quest here. Who was it that we needed to talk to? Let's see. Baron.
You don't have to witness this sodden
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Voidwoken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Voidwoken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
Red ink in the ledger. Cool. Where is that at? All the way out there?
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up.
What kind of a dwarf would I be if I didn't drink to excess?
Can you just not? Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another. Ah, down the old ouch. Oh, reckon that was. Reckon a one too many.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile. She sets the glass on the counter and pours you a generous portion of an amber liquor.
I think that's the last thing I need at this
I
point.
see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for a dwarf, but all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. I say abstinence and chastity will grow him finer than either one of those.
Yeah, he was a bit of a lunatic.
Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niles. Here, have a little something to eat. Niles' favourite, you know. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste. Well, if he ever comes back home for a visit. Anyhow, what can I get you? We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare the potatoes for hard alcohol. If you'd like something that'll stick to your ribs, I'd flag down Loverick and get yourself a bowl of the house stew. Coming right up, darling.
7 usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Majesty's ever come for you. What are you going to do then?
No Majesty's coming for me. I ain't.
We're a little drunk.
You better hope they never come for intolerant cob rollers. You'll be
That
first to go.
divine voice, that idyllic poetry. Nothing like the other dwarves' uncouth chants. Barstan's music is as sweet and spellbinding as honeyed whiskey.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
Sorcerers, a most vile. You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime.
Okay, let's bite.
Magnificent. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Interesting. Most fellow dwarves prefer drinking chants to the fine art I offer. But I see it. The redness of your nose, the lilt of your gait. Drink can get the better of you, yes?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Not that I could judge a dwarf for his drinking habits. After all, the kingdom is a shadow of its former self. Who is to blame for its collapse? Oh, amazing, isn't it? That so many of us must beg for scraps, while royalty feasts on fresh meat and grain. Condemn our queen, if you dare.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain. Set aside the ale and pay respects. For drink has left the dwarven people vexed. Drunkards, one and all, a rancid lot. Their dignity has all but left to rot.
Have you ever even met a sorcerer?
Alas, we've seen them tumble from their tower. I know what you're getting. The commonest among them stripped of power. The queen hides within her gilded manor and dares to wave her tattered, tarnished banner. Set aside the ale and pay respect.
It was all right.
for drink has left the dwarven people vexed.
Alright, well, where was our guy we were supposed to meet?
You no go.
He grins, unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? Cute. Sounds something like my 15-year-old daughter would try. No go. But I'll certainly remember your face now.
Alright, so we can't get in there. So yeah, I thought we were supposed to meet our contact on the first floor.
The commonest among them stripped of power.
Useless. Bloody useless.
I don't know.
It's the sorcerer's fault for bringing this...
Unless upstairs is what they consider the first floor. Nope, this is the second floor.
The experience of a lifetime, is it? It's disgusting, that's what it is.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
I'll knock it if I want, even if I haven't tried it.
Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew.
You've got a pick and you can try. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
Of course, my lord. And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sword.
Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards is another question entirely. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service.
As you approach the silken-robed noble,
Here we
Ifan
go,
does
finally.
a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you to one side.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. Ifan waves his hand and laughs. The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet. Ifan claps the man on the back and turns to leave.
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roos thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract.
Good deal. Now is our other buddy we're looking for on this floor as well? Maybe? For the Red Prince. No, it's locked.
What lifetime is it? It's disgusting, that's what it is.
Disgusting!
What do you want, fish face? See this uniform? That makes me and Tatcha here magisters, not waiters. Get me? Good. Now, tell you what. To make up for your little social blunder, you can help us settle an argument. Tatcha here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Tatcha grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Tatcha here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Tatcha looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to me.
Eden turns back to her drink. Tatcha smiles goodbye.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
More racism.
And I'm saying, you really don't have to look that far.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Oh, forget
It's a shame it is.
An absolute shame.
Oh no, can you believe it? The divine son slaughtered like a supper lamb.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and a void woken on me.
You said it, Hilga. You're a true patriot.
The experience of a lifetime, is it? It's
Town is
disgusting,
poor,
that's what it is.
but this room is rich.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad.
Too late.
Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
Or gets it sent to Fort George.
Don't know that I can help you there.
You've got a pick and you can
Let's see what the
trust.
quest says. It's just to try and stop the ringing ship bell that torments her.
And I'm fine.
Okay.
You can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a...
Set aside the ale and pay respects. For drink has left dwarven people vexed. Drunkards, one and all, are
I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What are you doing, dwarf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? Bah! Just another cowardly dwarf. The only one I want to fight is whoever's responsible for the disappearances of my Magister comrades in this town. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. The Magisters are all I know, all I want. I turned my back on everything else when I joined them. My name, my blood, my history. If I'm not one of them, I'm nothing. I have to help them. 3 Magisters missing so far, and the rest are hunting for some sorcerer called Higba, a bloody tinkerer. He can't be responsible. I'm certain he can't. He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters. They won't listen to me. Not anymore.
The elf's face creases into a mask of fury.
Another ill word against my brothers, and I'll see this floor wet with your blood. Now get out of here and
Like to
don't
see
come
you
back
try.
unless you have information I can use. That's not good.
Get her, Dallas. Get that sorcerer.
Right, should probably be careful around this area so if Fan doesn't get spotted again. Well, where to now?
I'll saucer you, Dallas.
I guess we gotta head this way.
I'm going to send you to Fort Joy, you horrible sorcerer. You can stay there with the good.
Okay, what are we looking at here? Ooh, source hands, not good. And they are all very high level. Well, we ain't getting out that way. Hmm.
Come on, lives are at stake.
Have you heard any news?
I have to stop these disappearances. My career is at stake.
Looks like I could just cross here. Yeah. Ooh, it got dark all of a sudden. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Meister.
Poor dwarf. Do you even know what they've done to you?
Well, we found our Meister. Now we need to save her.
Poor dwarf. Do you even know what they've done to you?
Nope. Can't do that. I can do that, but they'll probably spot me from the looks of it.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me!
Looks like some void woken or something down there. There's no getting around. Let me see if I can teleport him up there. I can't. Not to anywhere that he's not going to get spotted. Unless I can just get that barrel out of the way. Okay, now can a fan get up there? Nope. Maybe.
You
Nope.
even know what they've done to you?
Damn it. If I get him up there, I guarantee you he's going to get spotted, but I'll try it. Are we good? Oh, we're actually good. Okay. Sweet. Let's get everyone to a good spot here.
Charming son. Come now. Is this really necessary?
Oh, are you serious? Ooh, your enemies are more powerful. Consider fleeing. Level 12? Are you out of your friggin' mind? What the hell? Okay. Well, that didn't work out as I had hoped. I guess let's see what happens if we just approach them.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, Godwoken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there gawking as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well. Be quick about it, before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. Excellent. Now, if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any more damage.
Okay. So I think what they want us to do here is actually just run. I mean, that seems to be our only option here. No, don't move. Oh my god. Annoying.
Mine. Glory is mine.
Holy crap! Okay, so we can just teleport away, I guess. Hang on. I guess that's an option. I didn't even know it was. Never actually used the flee combat button before.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet.
Welcome.
One bloody
Chase or in
the Meister
Melody is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot be quick about it before the Magister realizes. Excellent.
Enemies too close. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we have to get a certain distance away and then flee. Enemies are still too close.
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they
Oh
widen
my
until
God.
they're practically bulging out of their sockets.
Ifan Ben Mezders are living.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know how you got free, but it'll be...
She considers.
How much?
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around shiftily, then turns back to you.
Get out of here. And don't let me catch you again.
Got word from the factory that another boat went down. Things ain't looking good.
Alright, back to this. Can we just center on him real quick, please? Alright, Red Prince. Oh my God, fuck it. Here's how we'll do this.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet.
Welcome.
One blood
Taste. Or indeed you could stand there. Be quick about it before the Magister realizes their prize catch. Excellent.
Seriously, I can't teleport away because she crippled him. This fucking game, I swear. There we go, we got away. That should not have taken that much effort.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red-cloaked baboons ransacking my wardrobes. As if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
Oh, that's not fun.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are.
Oh, I'm woke as fuck.
Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. It really is quite simple. In the corner there's a painting. Remove it and push the button behind it. Then we may move on to the vault. The combination to the vault is 15R 34L 23R.
I am not writing that down.
9 16L 33L 45R 51L 1L. Try to get it right.
Okay, apparently not that painting. Must be this painting then.
I pray my instruction, your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Push. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
Am I really going to have to do this?
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Ancient ruins, weird contraptions.
Feel free to look
This
about
place is an Arcanist's dream.
Come speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
Medusa head. Polymorph skill. No use to me. Cursed poison flask. I know my hotbar is full. There's a whole bunch of crap that I don't want on it. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Wasn't using that potion anyways. Energy chest. Cool. Hey, a source orb. Not sure how to go about using that. Guess you just consume it. Oh, okay. A source orb can be used to gain a source point, or used in place of a rune on your equipment, or used as an ingredient in special crafting recipes. Use it wisely. I think we'll hold on to it for now. Get it off of my hotbar, please. Thank you. Incinerator control valve. Well, let's not get anywhere near that.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? Just so. To accept divinity is to accept responsibility for the lives of every person and beast that walks Rivellon. If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice. But make no mistake, the divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. When you become the divine, there is no more self.
For just a moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty. Without a new divine, Rivellon will die. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal. Although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Once, although not by a Godwoken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing slightly.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. Well, certainly. It is not my place to police the stupidity of others.
That's fair.
I have to admit I was curious. Imagine if it had been a success. Why, then anyone could have ascended. Even I... Alas, success was beyond her reach. Quite fascinating to watch, though. I've never seen a body burn from the inside out before. And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
Okay, so what do we need again? We need a bowl, right? Inside the ritual bowl. Is there a ritual bowl somewhere, or is it just a bowl?
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients
here we go.
thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudenay oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Ancient blackroot. Ritual bowl. Now we need to set it on fire. Hallucinogenic smoke is sweet.
Your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Wow. Blackroot smoke. Don't breathe this. Hey, it's me.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self.
Even though it's a human and I'm a dwarf, but whatever.
It looks haggard and weak. Its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine brightly. Speak the spell, and see.
You learn Spirit Vision. Cast a spell regularly to reveal a hidden world of ghosts lingering in the mortal realm. Alright. Cool. We can see ghosts now, apparently. Okay. Oh, it doesn't even require source to use. Cool.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Duna in all his spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return.
Oh, is that what you think?
Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Duna nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes, just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Don't you dare to be ungrateful after all I've done for you. I sheltered you. Now you must shelter me. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Our battle is a work in progress. I never said we can't turn the tide. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now.
I'm listening.
That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Can do.
It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism, and a dreadful mistake to boot, which we must rectify. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom, this world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own Godwoken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One. At the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your murderous hands. But don't let that dismay you, for these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved ones, and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So, fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the Source, and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a Godwoken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, my chosen. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to
We need to level up,
seek out
is what he's
the
basically
sages where
saying.
they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. And so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul, that you'll have to hunt for yourself. Best of luck, my champion.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of sauce. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my sauce.
Aww.
Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. You will not be there long, I assure you. There is only so much you can glean from a twisted mind. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
She doesn't sound so good.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Spirit of the Apprentice. What's that?
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Oh, that was the apprentice that tried to perform the ritual and ended up killing herself. Whoops. What's this thing? Oh, it's just a torch. Okay. Get some more source. You guys ready to bounce? Let's do this. I think we'll call it here for today. We got a little bit done. I gotta figure out what to do next, because we're encountering a lot of stuff that's kicking my butt. Like, really, really bad. I can't fight level 12 shit. I'm only level 8. But yeah, I'll be back later this week. What is today? Today's Sunday. So Thursday, I think, is my next Divinity stream. I got more Dungeoneer and Chill coming up on Tuesday. So if you guys want to show up and just listen to some music, watch me play some Guild of Dungeoneering, I'll be back on Tuesday with that. And at some point, I'm going to start doing a series on Battle Chasers Night War that Neil was so kind to buy me for my birthday. That's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, you guys know what to do. Like, follow, rate, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. And thanks to everybody that came out and watched today. This has been fun as usual. And I will see you guys next time.